What if Fullmetal Alchemist was a dark, gritty, 12-episode prestige drama? Forget what you know. This is a story forged in blood, sacrifice, and the brutal laws of alchemy. Welcome to Fullmetal Alchemist, The Price of Truth. Our story begins in the quiet town of Resembool, under a blood-red sunset. Two young brothers, Edward and Alphonse Elric, are about to commit the ultimate taboo. Kneeling inside a complex transmutation circle, they pour their hopes, their skills, and their own blood into a single, desperate act, bringing their mother back from the dead. Edward's voice cracks with determination to bring back what was lost, and will give anything. But the universe doesn't bargain. The ritual explodes in a storm of dark energy. The law of equivalent exchange, the fundamental principle of their world, exacts its horrifying toll. When the light fades, Edward's left leg is gone, ripped from his body. Worse, Alphonse has vanished completely. In a final, desperate act of love, screaming, Edward sacrifices his own right arm to pull his brother's soul from the void, binding it to a cold, empty suit of armor. The only sound left is the hollow, metallic echo of Alphonse's voice, now a ghost in a steel shell. They tried to defy nature and learned a terrible lesson. To obtain something of equal value must be lost. Days later, Edward wakes to a new reality. His missing limbs have been replaced with automill intricate steel prosthetics, crafted by their brilliant childhood friend, Winry Rockbell. The constant ache of metal against flesh is nothing compared to the guilt crushing his soul. He looks at his brother, a giant suit of armor that can't feel, eat, or sleep, and makes a solemn vow. He will get Alphonse's body back, no matter the cost. His hope lies in a myth, a legend whispered among alchemists. The Philosopher's Stone, a relic said to bypass the laws of equivalent exchange. The only path to that kind of forbidden knowledge is through the very institution he despises, the military. To gain access to classified alchemical research, Edward endures the brutal state alchemist certification exam. At just 12 years old, he becomes the youngest in history, earning the coding name Fullmetal. He knows what this means, what he's becoming. "If I must be a dog of the military," he says, his eyes filled with cold fire. "Then I'll be a dog with fangs." Now in the heart of Central City, the brothers' journey truly begins. They meet Colonel Roy Mustang, the charismatic and dangerously ambitious flame alchemist. Mustang sees Edward's raw talent not just as a tool, but as a key to his own plans to climb the ranks and reform the corrupt military from within. But a shadow lurks beneath the capital's polished surface. A series of gruesome, inexplicable murders plague the city, and the trail leads to a mysterious, beautiful woman named Lust. She moves with an unnatural grace, and her wounds heal in an instant. She watches the brothers with cold amusement, her words a chilling prophecy. "You humans never learn." Some doors should never be open. Edward and Alphonse quickly realize their world is infested with monsters, wearing human faces, and the Philosopher's Stone they so desperately seek might be the very source of this darkness. Their relentless search for answers leads them to Dr. Marco, a former state alchemist living in hiding, a man broken by his past. He once worked on the Philosopher's Stone project, and the truth he reveals shatters the brothers' world. He shows them his research, his hands trembling as he explains the stone's horrifying secret. It isn't made of rare minerals or exotic ingredients. It's made from people. The Philosopher's Stone is a condensed crimson crystal of living human souls. Thousands of lives, sacrificed to create an object of unimaginable power. Edward's voice is barely a whisper, his quest now tainted with horror. So every miracle we've chased was built on death. Their faith in the redemptive power of alchemy is broken. The very science they dedicated their lives to is built on a foundation of mass murder. But they can't turn back now. Not when Alphonse is still trapped. Their naive quest for restoration has become a grim, unavoidable crusade. Just as they grapple with this new horrifying reality, they are ambushed. Two figures emerge from the shadows. Gluttony, a monstrous creature of insatiable hunger, and envy, a shapeshifter who revels in human suffering. They are homunculi artificial humans, each embodying one of the 7 deadly sins. They mock the Elric's noble quest, laughing at their pain. You tried to play God? Envy sneers, their face twisting into a cruel grin. But even gods die. The brothers are outmatched, their alchemy useless against these immortal beings. They're saved only by the sudden arrival of Scar, a mysterious Ishvalan warrior with a terrifying vendetta against all state alchemists. He sees them as heretics who desecrated his god and destroyed his people. In the ensuing chaos, the brothers escape, but the encounter leaves Edward shaken. He begins to see the world not in black and white, but in shades of gray. He questions the line between justice and revenge, and whether alchemy, a science that can create such monsters, can ever truly be used for good. While the Elrics fight for their lives on the front lines, Colonel Mustang and his most trusted subordinate, Lieutenant Riza Hawkeye, conduct their own investigation from within the military's command structure. They begin to uncover a deep-seated corruption that connects the top brass to the homunculi. As they dig deeper, they unearth the classified truth of the Ishvalan War of Extermination, a genocide orchestrated by the state using alchemists as weapons. Roy realizes with dawning horror that the same power the Elrics are chasing. The Philosopher's Stone was the engine behind his country's greatest atrocity. Riza, his conscience and his protector, watches him with knowing eyes, her warning clear and steady. Power means nothing without a soul to guide it. Their paths converge with the Elrics once more. They are no longer just commander and subordinate, but reluctant allies in a shadow war against the homunculi and their enigmatic master. A being known only as father, the board is set, the players are in motion, and the true price of their ambitions is about to be revealed. And this is only the beginning. Thank you so much for watching this deep dive into the first half of our reimagined Fullmetal Alchemist, The Price of Truth. What do you think of this darker take? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss part 2, where we'll explore the final 6 episodes of this epic saga. See you next time.